Howdy guys, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the second solo from Angels Don't Kill. It is a complete win. Let's take a look. Alright guys, before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is drop C, which we had in the previous video, obviously. Go C, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I want to start from fret 7 of the 3rd string. I'm going to hit that 3 times, and then the rest of the lick, we're going to be sort of hitting each one of those notes twice. So after I've hit that 7th fret of the 3rd string 3 times, I'm going to jump to 6 of the 1st string and hit that twice, 8 of the 2nd, and then I'm going to 5 of the 1st. Let's have a look what we've got one more time. Okay, then I've got, so the end of that is the 2nd string. I hit 6 twice, 8 twice, and then 5 twice. So this is what we should have all together. I'm going to do that exact same idea 3 times in a row, and then we've got the variation with the slidey arpeggio business. So this is what we should have. Okay, then when I get to the 4th time, it goes like this. Let's slow that down. So the start's going to be the same. 3 7s on the 3rd string, then I jump to 6 of the 1st, 2 hits there, and then I'm only going to hit 8 of the 2nd string once. After that, I work into what I guess would be in standard tuning an F major arpeggio. Let's slow that down. I'm going to do a hammer-on from 6 to 8 on the 1st string, and then I'm going to play 5 of the 1st, 6 of the 2nd, and then 5 of the 3rd. So all together. Okay, from there, I'm going to slide from the 5th fret of the 3rd string up to 9, and I'm going to have sort of the bottom half of an A minor arpeggio. So you'll notice this 3-string A minor shape we've probably seen a million times before. So I'm going to slide from 5 to 9, and then play 10 of the 2nd string, and then play 8, 12 on the 1st. So that whole recent group's going to go like this. After I've done that arpeggio, I'm going to repeat the first group one more time. And there is a natural harmonic that you can do a dive bomb from, but I prefer the artificial, and I go from 2 of the 3rd and just bend that up really, really slowly. So we've got the same phrase 3 times, the arpeggio phrase, back to the first phrase again, and then the pinch harmonic. Let's try the whole thing from the start relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again with some tabs. A 3rd time, and the variation. And I repeated the first idea. One more time with some tabs. Okay, so the second section melodically is very similar to the first, but it's a semitone up and I don't have quite as many picks. So I'm going to start from 8th fret of the 3rd string now, and then I'm going to play 7 of the 1st string and 9 of the 2nd, and then I go into this. So I'm playing 6 of the first string and then 7, 9 on the second. At the end of that, I play 7, 6 a little bit faster than everything else on the second string. So all together. Okay. Then I'm going to sort of borrow the idea that we had with the arpeggio from the second group, from the first section, but without as many picks. So I'm going to go like this. Let's slow that down. You'll see how similar that is. So I'm going to play 8 of the third string. I'm going to go from 7 of the first to 9 of the second, and then I'm going to repeat that arpeggio I had before, but now I'm going from 7 to 9. And the rest of that arpeggio, from what would be in standard tuning an F sharp major, playing 6 of the first, 7 of the second, and then 6 of the third. And then I slide up to what would be an A sharp or a B flat minor arpeggio. So I'm sliding from 6 to 10. Then I'm going to play 11 of the second string. And then I'm going to play 9, 13 on the first. So this is what we should have so far. Okay, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing 2 times in a row with that arpeggio. So we're going to do the whole thing from the start now. And again. At the end of that, to get us into the next section, I've got an octave chord playing the 3rd of the 5th string and the 5th of the 3rd string. And then I want to play 7 of the 4th and 7 of the 6th. And I think the other guitar part goes in the opposite direction. I think this one sounds the cooler of the two. And that'll lead us into section 3. So let's have a look at what we've got from the start of this section, and then we'll do it again, even slower, some tabs. One more time with some tabs. All right, let's have a look at the third section. I want to start off with a slide into 15 of the second string. And I'm going to work into this phrase. So I'm playing 15, 17, 18. I'm doing a double full tone bend. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to do, so just try not to be too afraid of breaking the string. And then I've got, at the end of that, I was playing 18, 17, 18. So all together. At the end of that, I do a similar idea. And that one's going up and down with the double full tone twice. At the end of that, this time I'm going to play 18, 17, 15. So is this what we should have from the start? Okay, then after that I'll work into this sort of sliding 5th power chordy idea. Let's slow that down. I want to start from 17 of the first string. I'm going to play 15 of the second, and then go back to 17 of the first and slide back a full tone to 15. Okay, now I jump to 13 of the second string and back down to 15 of the first. And then that slides back a full tone to 13. So all together thus far. Okay, then from there I'm going to play 11 of the second, 13 of the first, and slide back a semitone. So we've got... Okay, then from 10 of the second, I'm going to hit 12 of the first and slide back a full tone again. And then the last group I do, I'm going to play 8 of the second and slide from, 8 of the second and then slide from 10 to 8 on the first. So let's have a look at this whole phrase again. At the end of this, I'm going to work into this phrase. Very similar idea twice, just the bend distance is a little bit different. I'm going to start off by playing 10, 8, 10 on the first. I play a regular 13, then a full tone bend, and then I go to a regular 12, and that's only a semitone. So all together. And that's the whole section. Let's take it from the start. I think a nice sexy slide to enter this section is pretty cool as well. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, last section. This is going to start exactly the same as section 3. So we're going to borrow this. All exactly the same, then we work into this phrase. Kind of Zakk Wydle. So we're working through sort of 2-string pentatonic ideas. I'm going to start off by playing 10-8 twice on the first string, and then 10-8 once on the second. And that's going to basically work us through 4 positions of the pentatonic. The second one is based around D minor. I'm going to play 13 to 10 of the first string twice, and then 13-10 on the second once. So just working through groups of 6. The next one, I'm going to play 15-13 twice on the first, and then once on the second. The next thing I do, it's a little bit different on the second string. I'm going to play 17-15 twice on the first, and then 18-15 once on the second. All together thus far. And this last run is quite cray-cray. Please bear with me. I'm going to start off a little bit diatonic and then go back to something more pentatonic sounding. So I'm going to play this at the start. Let's slow that down. I'm playing 18, 17, 15 twice on the first and second string. And then I work into a pentatonic idea. Let's slow that down. I'm going to go from 18 of the second string. I'm going to play 18, 15 there, 17, 14 of the third, and then I'm going to play 17, 15 on the fourth string. And this is kind of the third branch of, I guess, what would be a D minor pentatonic in standard tuning. So we're going to go like this. And I'm going to jump back to the third string, repeat my 17, 14, and then from the fourth, 17, 15 again. So we're going to go... Alright, let's go from that double diatonic idea. Okay, to finish it off, we're still working into pentatonic. I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to play 19, 17, 14 on the third string, then 17, 15 of the fourth, then I jump to 17 of the fifth string. Okay. Jump back down to 17 of the fourth string and repeat those last 3 notes again, which is 17, 15 on the fourth and 17 of the fifth. So to go. And that's the whole section. So let's try and do it just from that little shreddy bit, and then we'll take it right back to the start. All right, let's go right back to the start, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the second solo from Angels Don't Kill by Children of Bodom. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please check the links in the description to my Facebook group and also my Patreon. Take care, guys.